So the Meta Showcase has just happened for 2023 and I am seriously excited about some of these titles. We have a lot of really cool stuff coming our way and I am just freaking pumped. So pumped, in fact, I just want to dive into this. But before we do, if you enjoy this video, please do smash like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. I expect you to die 3 cog in the machine. Man, I love all of the games that have come before this, including their MR game. This is so exciting. And honestly, this trailer got me hyped out of my mind. It really looks like they're going back to their roots of the first game, as the second game missed a little bit of charm in my opinion, but the third one is looking like it's falling right back into position and looking absolutely dope. Can't wait for this. You're going to have a whole new slew of abilities, so hyped out of my mind. Samba de Amigo. Get ready to shake your maracas like you ain't shaken them never before. In this VR full, we're going to be doing a colourful and cute dive into Sega's original of Samba de Amigo. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but I'm really trying, so forgive me in the comments down below. This is an arcade style 1999. Decades later, we are diving back into this in virtual reality, so get ready to shake your maracas like you've never shaken them before. Silent Slayer Vault of the Vampire, another game coming from Shell Games, which has me hyped because I love those developers. They do a freaking incredible job. But of course, the exciting part about this is you're going to go in and you are going to have to kill a vampire. Now, this is a single player horror game. Man, good luck. I'm excited to find out a little bit more about this, but right now all we know is it's single player and you're going to be trying to kill a vampire. So are you Van Helsing? I don't know. UNDERDOGS. UNDERDOGS is a futuristic physics-based brawler set in the 22nd century, and you're going to be a mech fighter. This just looks freaking chaotic and dope, and I am super excited. There's going to be a ton of unique items in this game as well. I love the fact that they're using British voice actors for this, you know, repping up that UK crew. But yeah, for real skis, this just looks super exciting. I can't wait to find out a little bit more about this. Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord. Finally, we got some gameplay of this game and a bit of backstory and understanding of what is actually going to be going on in this game. So the way that it looks is a very angry individual who tried to join the Ghostbusters is kind of, you know, seeking out a little bit of revenge. And in his revenge, he accidentally spawns the Ghost Lord, and yeah, the madness ensues. This looks super fun to me. I can't wait to actually jump in and play this and see how Dreams has pulled off this game, as it's never really happened that we've got a good Ghostbusters game, so I feel like this could be the time. Next up is Racket Club. If you're into your tennis, well then you are going to enjoy yourself because it's tennis time. I don't have a lot to say about this as I'm not the biggest tennis fan, but nonetheless, I feel like this is the kind of game that do really well in VR. So very cool nonetheless. Vampire the Masquerade Justice. This game looks so freaking dope. And are we noticing something, by the way, as this seems like a very vampire themed thing? Is this like the new zombie game? But I'm down for it because vampires pretty freaking dope and nonetheless a cool genre. Anyway, let's dive back into about this game. From Fast Travels, this game is actually going to be turned into a VR game. Now, the Vampire Masquerade series has already been turned into a battle royale, I believe, at one point. But yeah, this is exciting nonetheless, man. You're actually going to drive around destroying people, and honestly, it looked like a really high fidelity trailer. Now, I don't know how much of that's actual gameplay, but nonetheless, it just looks really freaking fire. I can't wait to jump into this. I'm excited, and it's coming our way this fall. Dungeons Eternity looks like the kind of game that was made specifically for me. This has all the vibes that I'm looking for in a 4-player co-op, jumping in with a bunch of friends, solving puzzles, destroying huge bosses, and a bunch of little minion dudes along the way, grabbing treasures, upgrading your weapons. It just feels like the perfect game for me. I literally can't wait to get into this and just burn away way too many hours. Next up, we have the 7th guest. This is coming from Vertigo Games, so I'm very excited because I know they like to make good games. This one, you're going to be exploring a haunted mansion. Honestly, this kind of feels like an old school adventure title, but I'm very down for this, man. It feels like a click and sort of title, but this is yeah, interesting nonetheless. I can't wait to find out a little bit more. Stranger Things VR is coming our way very soon. I am so excited about this because honestly, I'm a huge Stranger Things fan, and this means we're going to finally get to see some more of this world. Not only that, but you're going to be playing it from the bad guys' perspective, essentially. So you're going to be hunting down Eleven and the kids and, you know, delivering their worst nightmares whilst also trying to take over the Upside Down. This just seems like a really fun concept for a game where they haven't just taken the obvious path, and I'm kind of about that. Also, the art style to this really lends itself to that sort of world. I'm just excited. Can't wait to jump into Stranger Things, hear that freaking theme tune, and do some freaking cool stuff. Can't wait. Next up, Attack on Titans VR. We finally got a little bit more information on this game, which is really cool. Very cinematic trailer, so I don't know how much of this is actual gameplay, but nonetheless, it really looks cool. I'm loving the idea of it. While I may not be the biggest Attack on Titans fan, I completely can't wait to get into that world, as it's really just cool, man. Flying around and freaking grappling hooks, swords, giant titans, yeah, and co-op. So I'm very much so looking forward to this game. I can't wait. Bulletstorm, a game from back in 2011, is coming to VR. Well, I'm pretty excited for this, as it's kind of interesting as it's coming from the developers of Green Hell VR. So I mean, like, those guys know what they're doing. I can't wait to see what they do with this. It looks very bullet hell, and I'm kind of down for that. I just want to get in there and shoot the living snot out of everything. Assassin's Creed Nexus, well, we only have to wait until the 12th of this month, and we're going to be able to see something from Ubisoft themselves talking about this game. I have a suspicion that this is going to be coming out to PlayStation VR 2, as well as PC VR and the Meta Quest 2. So I'm excited, but man, I wish this had been some freaking gameplay. We've waited so long, but at least we're confirming that this game is still happening, and it's going to be, we'll find out more soon. I can't wait. PowerWash Simulator VR. Well, we've all been asking for it over and over again, and finally it is really happening. The official PowerWash game is coming in its entirety to VR. I am so freaking hyped for this. Listen, I am way too obsessed with this game. I've got like 70 hours in it on flat, and I can't wait to jump into this and play this game in VR. It's gonna be epic. I can't wait. I'm so happy. Demeo Battles, oh my days, this is looking very good. 1v1 or 2v2 in a turn-based bounce. Now, we all love Demeo, we've all played Demeo at this point, and honestly, it's very exciting to be able to get in there and also see how this is going to play out a little bit more. Now, we've seen an actual gameplay for this. It's looking very cool. You're going to be able to build your brigade of monsters and minions and set against your opponent in the arena and destroy them. So I've definitely got some people I'm going to be taking out in this, and I cannot wait. Death Game Hotel. Well, this looks very Switch-esque in my opinion, but I know there are a huge fan base behind this style of game. While I don't necessarily understand myself, it does look kind of interesting. So if you want to jump into the world of anime, well, you can with Death Game Hotel. Arizona Sunshine 2 is coming out this year. Now, I am so freaking pumped for this. Arizona Sunshine, if you're unaware of it, was a game that was available on virtually every single platform available, and honestly a very solid game, leading into a very solid multiplayer game as well, as you were able to experience this game with a friend. I hope that they keep that in this. If they do, very freaking nice. Asgard's Wrath 2. This game is looking so freaking dope, dude. It's really being pegged as what will be the definitively best game that has ever existed on the Quest 2. I'm kind of hoping that's going to bleed over into the Quest 3 as well. And of course, this is being pegged as basically the biggest game that's ever been made for the Quest 2. We're talking a ginormous open world that you're going to be going through. We're talking about campaigns, on side missions, on side missions. 60 to 70 hours, I think they were boasting, of play runtime of this game. That's a huge ass game for a VR game. I mean, that kind of blows out the water pretty much most things, so that's cool. I just can't wait to find out more about this game. We've already seen quite a bit at this point, but I can't wait to actually really get in there and play this for myself. Yeah, hyped out my mind, you might say. Now, there were some other updates on other games, like Little Cities getting sandbox mode and Onward getting a new upgrade to their game as well. I'm not really going to cover those things because they're already existing games that are already out. I just wanted to focus on the new stuff that is coming our way. I may do a video to round up that stuff later on if you're interested in finding out some more. What do you guys think of this showcase? Are you hyped? I personally think they did a really good job of this. They win. Like, they did good. There's a lot of very interesting stuff coming, and this is nice to see Meta double down on the fact that they care about the gaming industry still, and that they are going to keep providing us with some epic games, and of course, you know, with the help of some incredible studios that are out there working incredibly hard. Now, of course, this is not even everything we're getting this year. This is still just a glimpse of what we're actually going to be achieving across this year, and I am so excited for so much that is coming our way. I mean, Asgard's Wrath 2, oh man, I'm so excited for this. If you haven't played the first game and you own a capable PC to play PC VR on, please go and experience that first. It is a huge game, and honestly, it will keep you entertained probably up until this game drops. So I'm just hyped out of my mind for all of these cool things. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments down below, and I will chat to you down there. Like and subscribe and all that. Catch you next one. Peace out. Goodbye.